Genesis chapter 40 is surprisingly violent. I remembered this story as being the cupbearer and the baker. It's like the guy who gets the wine for the Pharaoh. He literally brings the cup with wine in it. And the baker, who you can imagine bakes. And they both are thrown in prison for something, and then they have dreams. And Joseph interprets the dreams. Joseph's like our main character syndrome. He's being backed by God and everything he does. He correctly interprets both of the dreams of these guys. With the wine guy, he says, I had a dream where a bunch of grapes grew on a vine way faster than they should have. And Joseph goes, oh, that's good. It means you'll get your job back. You'll go back up to Pharaoh. You'll keep giving him wine. And then the baker, hearing this dream, and hearing that he got good results out of his interpretation, he goes, hey, Joseph, what does my dream mean? In my dream, I had 3 baskets of bread on top of my head, and birds were eating the bread. I mean, it's not like the best dream, I guess. You might be like, I would be like, well, what does that mean? Does that mean something good? And Joseph goes, here's what this means. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift off your head, as in decapitation. He will then impale your body on a pole, and the birds will eat away your flesh. So the baker's just like, ha! The real nail in the coffin here, no pun intended, I mean, there is no coffin, is that the way this chapter ends is it says, on the 3rd day, that was both dreams, like both of these things were supposed to happen on the 3rd day for each of these people. On the 3rd day was Pharaoh's birthday, and the guy who's supposed to die is the baker. So I can only imagine, they probably didn't have the same traditions as we do, but I like to think that the baker was like, he's like, all right, I don't want to get killed. Happy birthday to you. So cool. The Pharaoh just reaches over, takes his body, and all the birds are like, ah! And then the worst part is that the cupbearer who Joseph told was going to get his job back, so I left this part out, but Joseph says to him, when all goes well with you, remember me and show me kindness. Mention me to the Pharaoh and get me out of this prison. That's what he tells the cupbearer. And then he tells the baker, you're going to die, and he does. Keep all that in mind. He goes, cupbearer, you're getting your job back. Baker, you're going to be eaten by birds with no head. You're going to have no head while birds eat you. In the last line of the chapter is, the chief cupbearer, however, did not remember Joseph. Semicolon. They pull out the semicolon for this. Did not remember Joseph, semicolon. He forgot him. That's it. The cupbearer got his job back. Joseph, this feels like Michael Scott in The Office when he goes, you cheated on me? Even though I specifically asked you not to? That's what happens here. The chief cupbearer, however, did not remember Joseph. He forgot him. The next chapter is Pharaoh's dream, so we're going to keep with the dream theme and find out what happens. I'm pretty sure it's an interesting one. At least stick around until that one's finished. You don't want to miss out on Pharaoh's dreams, do you? See you guys for the next chapter.